welcome to EPCOT. It's gonna be a fun day. It's the middle of the day this time. Let's get in there. Starting off today with some food. And Russ, he picked this one. This is from Flavors from Fire. It is the smoked corned beef chips.
Yeah.
I'll have to look up exactly what it is. It smells smoky.
Oh my god. There's so much hair.
There is a lot happening here.
Oh, no. That's not that. A little bit of everything.
This is one you're going to need a fork for.
It helps build it. Hey, Bob.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Ooh, I love it.
I'm not crazy about pickled onions, but we're going to try it.
Ooh, I like that. That's fun.
There's like cheese curds on here.
It's very good. It's like sweet and savory all at the same time. It's like perfect. I really like it.
So when Russ said he wanted this, I didn't really look into it too much because, I mean, it wasn't something I wanted, but it's something he wanted. And just trying it without knowing anything about it, it's really good. I will say I did just have a bite that just included everything but the potato chip. Not as good like that. This is a whole package.
You gotta build it, honey. You have to build it.
Well,
you have to be the architect of your what's the word I'm looking for?
Culinary adventure?
Exactly. You know, spark your own fire like Figment. Whatever he said.
One spark to tickle your creation. Or whatever.
I really like this.
This is very good.
I really like this. This is one of the top ones on my list this year.
At least an 8 out of 10.
No. I'm going 9.
Alright, 9 out of 10.
Because I don't think you can get a 10 out of 10. Let's talk about that for a second. I think it's impossible to get a 10 out of 10. You want to know why? Because if there's something really worthwhile as a 10 out of 10, it's impossible because that means you just get more, you'd have to get more of it to be a 10 out of 10, like unlimited amount of that item. So 9 out of 10 is like the best.
Fair.
Yeah.
Next stop on our journey is the Grand Fiesta Tour. Our first stop was actually Test Track, but we didn't film that. We just went and soaked up some AC with a single rider line. But now we're here.
I don't even know what you said, but I agree.
It's the way it should be.
La línea azul de la sirena, las canciones de mi tierra que en el mundo no tienen rival.
We're continuing to make our way around World Showcase, popping in and out of places so we can catch some AC every now and again. And our next stop is the American Adventure. Wow, look at my hair. That is Test Track.
It's beautiful.
Alright, I think we've soaked up enough AC in here. This is actually a really good spot to kind of like come, be inside,
Reset.
have some AC, reset. The show we're not doing today, but it's a good way to both have a show and sit in the AC for 20 minutes. So, highly recommend. But that's not our plan for today.
More snacks.
We have to eat some snacks. So,
Time for
let's go. All right, we've deployed the umbrella. It's hot. Oh look, Belle's out.
You've never seen Belle out.
Well, you did now. There she is. How cute. Right before France. Now currently Ratatouille is down, so that's not an option. But there are some delicious options just over the bridge. Aren't there?
Good options. Get out of here.
What? I didn't say they don't have good food. I just said
over the bridge.
I said we've got delicious options over the bridge.
Oh, I'm sorry. My
He
apologies.
wasn't listening. I have found a spot in the shade while Russ went to go get everything from...
I have 2 things in my hands and I have an itchy thing on my face. Oh my god.
He got everything from that we wanted, actually. So here we have, it's got the seafood pie right here. And then this is the warm chocolate koozie mawetzi. Looks beautiful.
It's like an upside down chocolate pudding.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having that.
Yeah.
So the thing about this item is that
Got a request.
my sister requested that we try this to see what we thought about it. So it was already on our list, but we made a point to grab it.
Oh yeah.
It is hot. I know I've said that multiple times, but there is a nice breeze, and that's what makes it deceivingly hot today. Okay, go for it. Give it a shot.
What do we got? So, oh my god, it smells so good.
It does smell good.
Oh my god. Okay. That's amazing. It's a choice on a very hot day though.
Yeah, I'm sure. I would like to take a try too.
It's very good.
All right, let's see if I can get a bite of this. Do it with my left hand.
Yep, you good. I got you.
All right.
It's amazing, actually. It's nice and creamy. Thankfully not too hot.
Okay. So, reminiscent of clam chowder with mashed potatoes on top.
Yep.
But it's not just, well, I don't know if there are clams in there at all. But there are definitely potatoes, definitely shrimp. The shrimp are small, which personally I think is perfect for this because you don't have to take, I mean, it's not that big. So if there was a big piece of shrimp, you'd have like 2 bites and this would be done. The smaller shrimp are perfect, ideal for a dish like this, at least in my opinion.
It definitely does not say exactly what's in it, but based on the picture, it showed a little like a lobster claw or maybe like a crab claw, shrimp, some corn, some, I think like a green bean maybe.
It's a seafood chowder. It's a seafood chowder.
It's amazing.
So, okay, but
Yeah, give me a camera.
enough of that. It's time to try this. This is, it's warm, it's chocolate. I don't know what the sauce is on the top, but I'm sure it's gonna be
Probably like a nice like custard, right?
delicious. I want to say that there's like something special about it, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
I mean, does it matter? It's chocolate and it's drizzled in goodness, right? Is it better? Hold on. Is it better than the carrot cake?
It's different. It's not, you can't put these in.
Oh,
Okay, so the carrot cake is something, this is something different.
okay.
This is rich
Ooh.
and chocolatey.
I was gonna say, what's rich on it? Is it the chocolate
The
that's
chocolate.
rich? Okay.
The chocolate. I could definitely do some more of the sauce, whatever it is. You want some?
I'll take the end bite because I want to finish mine.
Okay, hold on. You're getting one now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Ooh.
See, like it's good, but it's different. I want
Ooh,
to
it's
see if it's
savory.
like a brandy or something sauce.
Yeah. Ooh, it's like
I'll let you
really
know.
savory. It's very good.
Very good.
It's different. Don't expect a very sweet treat though. This is savory. It's very good though. That's very good.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
So we just wrapped up, and it was good. Russ enjoyed the pie. I enjoyed the chocolate pudding thing. Can you tell me what's on that real quick while I
On the what? On the pie?
on the pudding,
On the
or
pudding
chocolate thing?
It's pudding chocolate.
But I wanted to take this opportunity to say that so often we talk about price. That was, yeah, I know it's loud here too. Here we are in the United Kingdom and trash, just like in the real UK. So got Mary Poppins right over there. Literally, she is standing right over there. We got a trash can right over there. You'd think that everything being practically perfect in every way, she'd have a solution for that. She'd like snap her fingers. Anyway.
Make a joke.
So that was just under $12 for those 2 items. And if it was just me eating it on my own, that would have been a meal, which isn't bad if we're talking about bugs crawling over. Where does it end, people? That wasn't bad as far as a meal is concerned. Now, it's not as big a meal as maybe like a $12 hot dog with fries would be, at least not visually, over at like Cosmic Rays, for example. But it's unique, it's different, and I would call that reasonable. Actually, almost all of the items we tried today were under $6, I think.
Everything was under $6.
So that gives you an idea of how much it costs to eat here. I know we kind of toss that in every time we come here to Food and Wine. Tell me about this chocolate thing.
What?
Tell me about this chocolate thing.
What chocolate thing? Oh, it's warm chocolate pudding cake.
Okay, warm chocolate pudding cake. What's the glaze? Did it say?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It didn't say on the thing.
No.
Give me this. Give me this. Warm chocolate pudding cake with Irish cream liqueur custard. There you go.
I was just wondering if she was gonna get mad about it.
Mad? No.
It needs to be said though, there is definitely a flavoring of spice or some type of spice added to that seafood pie. It's probably just like a crap ton of Old Bay, but it was awesome. Just needs to be noted, there is definitely a little spice to it if you start breaking into it.
Yeah.
Very good. I would get it again in a heartbeat.
I would. It's the heat. That's why I wouldn't eat it, is because of the heat. But later in the season, I'd come back and get that again.
Nice cool night. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But we're gonna hang out here in the shade for a couple more minutes. Then we're gonna continue our way.
You're gonna get a beverage.
Back into Future World. Yeah. Before we go to Future World, we're gonna stop at the Appleseed Orchard so I can get a frozen drink, and then see what shenanigans we can get into in the future. Also, we do have a boarding group for Cosmic Rewind. When exactly we'll be called for that, or if we are called for that at all, not sure, but we'll see.
I don't think I'm gonna be hanging around until park close as of right now for that.
So here's the thing about actually it'll be interesting to see. So we did get a boarding group at 2 o'clock once we came in here. That was the second set. The boarding group is 189, and it said that the time that we can anticipate getting called is 8:59, which is park close. Now, I don't know that that's accurate based on something we've talked about in the past, because the timing sometimes isn't accurate like that. So we'll see what happens tonight. On one hand, I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple hours we can get on. From the time that we got it, but on the other hand, it might not happen at all. So it really just depends. It depends on the flow of people. We'll see how it goes and we'll let you know. We're making our way to Appleseed Orchard. This is located in the Canada Pavilion, in a location that is previously known as O Canada, or their Circle Vision show.
That was very deceiving.
I'll be real with you for a second. We've gotten lost walking here at least 3 times. Signs point all directions. Very confusing. It smells so good in here. So good. It smells like fresh apples. I cannot wait to get some delicious apple flavored things from this booth.
We are here in the maze that is Canada Pavilion right now.
It's crazy.
We walked like every other way and we weren't supposed to. I don't know. This is the way it worked out for us. But we're here at the Appleseed Orchard. Me and Kathryn got
the frozen apple pie.
Yeah.
And the tart.
It's good. I was trying to get a close up. I ain't acting like a hunchback. You know.
It's what I do. So this has like stuff in it.
Oh.
Let's try it.
Do you want a real straw?
I might need one, but it's like there's like stuff in here, like
Great.
pie crust.
Yeah, let me get the real stuff.
It is good. We're gonna just start there.
All right, real quick, let's try it.
Take a sip. Try and take a sip.
Oh my god.
It tastes like frozen apple pie.
That's a liquefied apple pie. That's amazing.
Okay, so next we have this tart.
Yeah.
Which I think is just going to be really good. It's warm.
Yeah. Oh, it's a crust on the outside.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, you are not messing around with that bite, are you? Jesus Christ. Itadakimasu. You can't, let's be honest, you can't screw up pie, apples, pies, and
You can.
I don't think
And
so.
this isn't messed up.
No? Is it
You
good?
ready for a bite?
No, I don't want you to feed me again. I'm not a fan of that.
I'm doing it.
It's not my thing.
I'm doing it. It's a trend. All the kids are doing it.
Yeah, that's great for them. I'm not a kid.
Open up.
Yeah. That's amazing. It's a nice apple crumble tart.
For me, both of these are a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I will say, while this is delicious, I wouldn't go out of my way for this if you're looking for something unique, but it's a completely safe option. This is really delicious and perfect for a hot day. But again, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's super unique as much as it is very delicious.
I don't know if I would agree with that. Liquefied apple pie that's frozen is pretty rare in my opinion.
Well, it's okay. So here's what I mean: is it's unique, but not in a way that's like you could not get this if you weren't in Germany. Kind of unique.
I don't know.
Like this isn't like a traditional
No.
Canadian drink or anything.
Oh, nothing like that. No, but I mean, it's not just like a generic like regular old IPA beer. Like I would, you know.
It's apples. There are actually chunks of apple in there. That's what's getting stuck in the straw.
Great. All right, let's get a real straw, and you can actually enjoy it. You have much better lighting over here than I did.
So I have some additional thoughts about that drink. So the apple tart, still feel exactly the same way. It was really good. The drink, so the initial taste was really, really good, and I did like it. Wow, it got really dark. The initial taste was really, really good. I did like it, but as I continued to drink it, it did get like less and less impressive as I went. It does have a liquefied apple pie taste. My big problem is that it's got components that don't make sense in a drink. So it has like actual apple pie filling at the bottom of the drink, which makes it really hard to drink. It also has apple crumble at the top, and since that's touching the frozen drink, it does like freeze a little bit, and it gets hard, like hard to chew. So anyway,
I recommend a spoon.
yeah, it's definitely not a drink that you could like take and walk with, which is initially what I thought it was. Fortunately, there's plenty of seating in here, but yeah, I got some other things to say, but we'll save that for later. But yeah, this was good. Very appley, very delicious, but one and done for the drink. Honestly, one and done for the tart as well, but still good. Well, we're leaving.
Don't
as
worry,
you
I'm
can
in
see.
the shot. I'm not in the shot. I'm here.
Got my umbrella out again. Honestly, this makes all the difference. This is actually a UV umbrella, so
You think it's a game
it's very helpful. You know, it is, because like, okay, so try it for a second.
Alright.
So you feel your head.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, obviously. Hold on, let's stay right here. Yeah, I feel like we're just hanging out on the balcony.
Yeah.
It's one thing about Florida. Whoa, almost took your eye out. One
Wouldn't
thing
be the
about
first
Florida
time.
is all you have to do is be in the shade.
That's
It
the
could
thing.
be as humid as all get up. As long as you're out of that sunshine, you're golden.
And that's the key. I did buy this on Amazon. I think it was, how much was this? 20 bucks?
Oh,
There are plenty of different options.
probably barely that, if anything.
Probably. I also like that this umbrella in particular has a button that opens and closes it. So if I only have one hand available, I can still close it.
Point. Boom.
Boom. The only problem is you can't open it back up once it's closed like this. You have
You stab it into
you
the
have
ground.
to close it all the way and then deploy it again for what this umbrella does. It does deploy military spec umbrella.
How's it doing the wind?
Well, it hasn't gone inside out yet, so that's fantastic. Anyway, today was a good day.
Good food today, though.
Lots of good food.
I have to admit, okay, it was hot. I will agree with that. However, I got very hot foods,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed every freaking one of them, and I couldn't even imagine having it in a cool environment.
And I'll tell you what, so we lucked out because the food was hot, but we got shade today because we're doing this well in advance of dinner. So it would be a different story if it was like 5:30 to 7:30. So there's that. But we managed to snag some shade, which was nice. We got a cold, icy drink, which was nice. So that was good. But yeah, anyway, car is dead ahead, I think. Could be another Elantra.
So our theory is we don't have the trams back because they're finishing the parking lots. They're
Yes.
finishing the paving.
As you can see behind us.
I think once that's done, they're coming back. I think.
That's the running theory.
I hope so.
We'll have to see. That's not our car.
No.
But for now, we did notice that they are still working back there. So we'll just have to see. I also don't think that enough people come to this park for them to be focused on the trams, especially with the limited staff that they do have available. Those are just my speculations. Leave yours down below. But anyway, you'll notice we're walking the opposite direction now because we bypassed the car and now we're going back to where the car was. Also, I didn't really mention it, but we're not hanging around right now for Cosmic Rewind. We really want to, but we have no idea what the situation is as far as when they're going to call the boarding group. There's still quite some time, and if everything works out, we may just come back later tonight. We'll have to see. But for now,
It's 100 degrees in this parking lot.
wow, that's hotter than it's ever been in a parking lot so far.
Toasty.
For now, or at least in my experience, we are heading home, cooling off.
Time for some dinner.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We hope you had fun. We hope you enjoyed this journey
Yeah.
around the world with us.
And if you do get a chance to come to Food and Wine this year, snag what we snagged today. It's pretty good.
Yeah, all
Outside
that
of the
was
apple
good.
stuff. The apple tart was very good, but the apple frozen drink, nah.
It was
I'd skip it.
It was good, but it's not something I would get. But look, here's the thing. If you haven't hit subscribe, do it. Because at the end of Food and Wine, we're going to compile all of our thoughts and share them with you.
Oh, we're going to have some good eats when we have that video.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but that's all for now, guys.
Catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.